What's up? I still can't believe Tony Stark is here. In the Abbey with us. Crazy, isn't it?
That is one way to describe him.
I mean, the guy's the richest, smartest dude on the entire planet. At least according to his website. I don't know. You think maybe he'd be able to do me a favor? After we save the world, I mean.
You are comrades in arms against Lilith. I would think he would be happy to assist you. Provided we survive, of course.
Oh, there's no if in that equation. My brother Gabe's the strongest kid I know. But there's no way I'm leaving him to deal with your mother alone. No offense.
None taken. It seems we both have something to live for, then.
He's actually who I wanted to bring up with Tony. Gabe's warm-hearted, loves making people happy, and I know he's gonna do something great one day. It's just, that wheelchair of his is not exactly what I'd call the deluxe model. I thought maybe Tony could help build Gabe some upgrades when this is over. Repulsor beam's optional.
Stark is loud and foolish, but he has a good heart. Talk to him. If he can help your brother, I'm sure he will.
Yeah, we'll see. Thanks, Hunter.
See you soon.
Hunter, hello.
One of the Hydra operatives in this area has been transmitting unusual signals back to their base of operations. If we can capture that agent, we might gain some insight into Hydra's plans.
I understand. Be my victim!
Now's your chance. Take them into custody before they can regain their bearings. Excellent work. But I doubt Hydra will let you walk off with their agents so easily. Stay alert. We need to take care of the rest of these thugs. Don't hold back.
I'm impressed.
Targeting systems active.
I've been waiting!
You'll get yours.
I've got your back.
I've not shaken their confidence.
I smell your I'll make quick work.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Enemy unit
Confirmed enemy target.
It is too late for you. You should have been more careful.
We will never forsake her.
I am under attack.
I'll handle it.
Defiler.
Can't wear me down like that.
wield that sword with great composure, Magic. Now that was something.
Oh, yeah, I will get you for that.
It was your time. Good work.
No retreat!
I'm right.
I may need some help here.
You will talk. It is not a question. I have no patience for this.
You're just lucky I'm not ready to feed.
Cannot possibly match your strength.
That will do.
Our ally requires aid.
I must be a key part of their strategy.
I will not make the same mistake twice.
I've been waiting. Don't cross my path again.
This is a serious predicament for you.
There are worse things than death, and I can make them happen for you.
What did you expect, honestly?
Your end comes.
I will aid you if I can. You're set on coming after me.
Thank you, friend. This can only get worse for you.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Not much has changed in the world's...
Should I be afraid?
Now that was something. Let us take them down together.
We'll have to try that again sometime.
Looks like you've got the agent in custody. Better clear out before Hydra sends a search party.
Hey, boss. I could use some help. Shop class is supposed to meet tonight.
So, just the two of us?
Actually, when I asked Parker, he mentioned you stopped by. Said he could convince Robbie if I could get you to show.
I'm sure everyone has something to say.
Maybe. But I already said too much. I have to fix this.
We should not keep them waiting.
Time to face the music.
So, What did you want?
A do-over? And to apologize for the last time.
It's a nice sentiment. But a do-over doesn't have much appeal for either of us.
Yeah. I don't understand why we should keep giving you chances.
You shouldn't. Not if you don't want to. But hear me out, okay? I've been the person in charge for years. When I'm stressed, I can steamroll people who never expected it, and certainly don't deserve it.
That's what assholes say. To justify their behavior so they can keep being assholes.
Half of the Avengers agree with you. Look, nothing I did was justified. I was a jerk. And I'm sorry.
Okay.
Look, when you take away all the trappings of ungodly wealth, I'm just a guy who likes to make things. None of my friends were into this stuff. I was the only kid who saw beauty in exhaust manifolds, who spent hours poring over the guts of a microprocessor. That's all I want here, to make things with friends. As long as that's still an option.
That's the whole idea behind this? Okay, here's how we make this work. Tony Stark, CEO, is banned from shop class.
But making things, Tony? The guy we're talking to right now? He can stay.
That's more than fair.
Took Tony long enough to figure out shop class, huh? I thought his suit had the thicker skull.
I always believed Tony would do the right thing.
That's where we differ. But I'm glad to be wrong. I'll let you get to it. Parker can't wait to dive in.
Well, that was less painful than expected. Thanks for coming, Hunter. We all needed to, clear the air.
Glad that's over with. Feuding with Tony Stark is not an achievement I care to unlock. So, how about we make something new? We don't have much on this saber-tooth guy, but we know he's incredibly dangerous. He's also somewhat predictable.
In what way?
When it comes to a fight, he's extremely aggressive. Our ideas take advantage of that.
What have you cooked up?
The initial prototype uses a tailored pheromone to keep him away. It provokes an intense revulsion we hope will blunt his attacks.
Like a foul scent used to keep animals at bay?
Well put. Our other prototype is... well, we kept it simple. It's part sedative and part itching powder.
To trip him up with a thorn in his paw.
A very distracting thorn at that. I finally have a use for the components you handed me. So, are we good to go on this project?
I am ready.
Parker's creative drive is amazing. Seeing how he tackles a problem gives me ideas of my own. And Robbie has the right intuition when it comes to putting these prototypes together. I thought he was being overcautious, but that's a crafter's care. Wish I'd seen it earlier.
I think that was our best work. Everyone did their part. I'm ready to call it a night. How about you?
Give me a minute.
You got it.
Look, I don't want to brag, but I think this is our best work. Yeah, I know, blah blah, teamwork, blah blah blah, but still, it's impressive what we can do when we all work together.
You know, I might stay for a bit more. I want to finish an adjustment to the Hell ride. Let me know when you're ready to take off.
I am ready to go.
Hey, Robbie, you got a sec?
Sure.
About Salazar Steel. I couldn't remember any details about the Stark Technology Center, so I did some digging. 10 years ago, Oscorp and Stark Industries were in a good old-fashioned business war. Salazar Steel was a promising acquisition. When we realized Oscorp was angling in, we bought the plant from Mr. Salazar. What we didn't realize was how much of his finances were a mess. He poured his profits back into the plant. It was the only thing keeping the lights on. With the Oscorp thing, well, our stock couldn't afford to take the hit. We had to shut the plant down.
Then, what was the technology center?
A complete fiction. The only problem I saw from the boardroom was a dip in our stock from closing the plant. So I did the classic billionaire's trick of pitching a ridiculous idea that would take years to get off the ground. The stock rose. People celebrated my genius vision. And that was the last I thought of Salazar Steel. But I should have followed up. Ensured the people who lost their jobs found new ones. Robbie, I'm not the man I was 10 years ago. I'm glad you met me, and not him.
This doesn't make you look good.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I meant, you aren't trying to spin this. I respect that you shared this. Warts and all.
Oh yeah, of course. You deserve to know what happened.
So, I'm going to tinker with the Hellride? You wanna give me a hand?
Sure. Tell me where you need me.
Let me know how that prototype works out. They can always use...
Catch you later, Hunter. Think I'll stick around for a bit.
Looking forward to our next mission.
Ominous indeed.
If you remember from the last trial, I told you that Hippus was consumed by his brother, Set, who absorbed his power. It was this betrayal that showed, including the Throne, the path towards their own corruption.
You were too weak for this fight. Your mother abandoned you. Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently, she's promiscuous. Reputation.
I don't think we'll be seeing any Serpent Men, but in his heyday, Set created his own personal army. He seemed to have an unusual fascination with Earth's various reptile species.
Not bother running. Feel my call. Embarrassed by your weakness.
If you believe everything an old witch will tell you, when the now corrupt Set reptiles of the time, dinosaurs, to create his physical form.
saw moon centuries ago. They cannot possibly match your strength. I am impressed. They really want to get on my bats. I'm the only one left standing.
Unfortunately for those lumbering beasts, when autumn came to destroy Set, the ensuing battle lasted for thousands of years and drove them to extinction.
The untold price of being favored by the Elder Gods. Once again, the little servants fall. Let us see if they have an answer for this. I had hoped for a challenge. Return to your mother.
I wouldn't go so far as to say Set is pleased, but I'm sure you've piqued his interest. This looks like a mess. Break the wall, Hunter. I will be right here. After.
Set regards no obstacles. There is only so much Hippus can do. If his help was warranted, Hippus would provide. Sarah?
Of all the things you weren't expecting, finding me here had to be near the top of the list.
Have you been following me?
On the contrary, kiddo, I think it's you that's been following in my footsteps. Speaking of which, have you been enjoying the trials? I'm not sure how you found your way down that path, but you've obviously impressed the gods, just like your mother and I did.
You are being much calmer than I expected about all this.
You aren't the first member of your family to sneak away and attempt the trials. I remember raising more than a few eyebrows on my run.
This from the favored daughter of Oshter?
I always respected Oshter, especially compared to some of her siblings.
And my mother?
I think she saw something of herself in Autumn, but she was never one to flatter the gods.
She seems to have no issue kneeling to Chthon.
Is that really what you believe, Hunter?
I cannot say.
At least you've kept an open mind. I'm not sure I would have.
I have tried to remain neutral until I know more.
If you've come this far, then there's really no point in hiding it anymore.
This place, sealed and hidden away beneath my mother's garden. This was you again. Something else you wanted to lock away.
Would you believe it's because I've been a stubborn old woman for far too many centuries?
Yes.
This may be difficult to understand given what you've been told, how you were raised. But your mother isn't the bastion of evil the world knows her to be.
Yes, I know she was not the mother of demons when she was with my father.
There's more to it than that. I told you of her work to find a cure for his illness. There was nothing she could do, and when he passed, she accepted his fate. But then, the corruption came for you.
I was sick? I do not remember that at all.
I'm not surprised, given the cure. You were so young, so vulnerable. Lilith was inconsolable. If she had been desperate to heal your father, she was now completely unhinged when it came to curing you.
But she did find a way.
We had thought to bury it in this place forever, safe from not just the greedy eyes of petty men like Shaw, but from ourselves.
The Darkhold.
Yes, and sensing your mother's desperation, the damn thing called out to her. There within its pages, Lilith found a way to protect her child, straight from the Great Shadow himself, Chthon. And as payment, she pledged her eternal devotion to him, reborn as the mother of demons.
She gave herself to Chthon for me.
You were her only child, and she loved you more than anything else in this world. In her mind, it was no sacrifice at all. You were all that mattered.
And you still let me believe she was a monster.
For your protection, I only let you see her as she is now.
But what she became...
What she became, I barely recognized. She may have been your mother, but there was no way she could be your mother ever again.
And so you cast her out?
She was weakened from the transition. Some part of her soul still struggling with the corruption infecting her, I suppose. I knew I would only have the moment, and so I struck, drove her from the Abbey. From you. It was the only way I could protect you. In my mind and in my heart, I believed that the Lilith I knew would have done the same.
But then she came back.
Yes, it took her years, but she finally returned. Of course, by then, she had become something far different. The rest, as you know, is history. Until now. I thought by sealing this place, by avoiding the truth, that it would somehow make all of this easier. But I also knew someday we would have this conversation.
I need time to think about all of this.
I know it's a lot to consider. I don't expect you to take everything I've said at face value.
Thank you for finally sharing the truth, Sarah.
Thank you for listening, kiddo.
Set revels in his blessing. She does not see it happening. Autumn must not see it that way.
Hi, kiddo.
I hadn't intended on eavesdropping, dear, but I couldn't help but overhear your conversation with Sarah.
Did you know about my mother?
Sarah was never any more forthcoming about Lilith with me than she has been with you. She must have felt it was safer to keep both of us in the dark.
It is hard to know what to think now.
After so many years and so many conflicting stories, you have every right to be unsure.
And to say nothing of what this did to you?
It may sound ridiculous, but if someone had to end up this way, I'm glad it was me. Can you imagine what a nightmare Sarah would be as a poltergeist?
That is true. We may have had another terror stalking the grounds had things gone differently.
And despite everything, I have to say, I'm glad we were able to spend this bit of extra time together, Hunter.
I enjoyed it too, Agatha.
I'm glad, dear. But there are still more secrets to discover, if you're interested.
More still? How will I know where to find them?
Oh, I'd say some combination of dumb luck and persistence? But in all seriousness, with Set's blessing, you'll be able to break down all sorts of things, I imagine. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Just have fun, dear.
Nothing can stand in his way. Curious. What is this? If it were meant to be broken, Set would gladly assist. If it was here, Autumn would show me. Autumn does not answer. Set is in good humor today. Father of Serpents is smiling. hears me, but has no answers. There must not be anything here. Hippis does not seem to agree. Set reverence on his blessing. Set regards no obstacles. Fascinating. Autumn thinks otherwise. Perhaps I ask too much of him. If his help was warranted, Hippus would provide. Autumn be praised. That did not work. I should try a different combination. That did not work. I should try a different combination. That did not work. I should try a different combination. That did not work. The Son of Gaia approves.
I should have known you'd wind up here eventually. You were somehow always here as a child.
If only I had known him. And still you masked even this from me. My own father's grave?
It wasn't you I was hiding it from. I've been making a lot of apologies to you lately. Now, they probably don't mean that much. But I am sorry, Hunter. Lilith's relationship with your father went against our ways, our purpose, or so I believed at the time. It was the Elder Gods themselves who first breathed life into us. Human notions like falling in love couldn't possibly be part of their plan.
And then you met Agatha.
If only I'd realized it sooner. I might have been a little kinder towards him, especially at the end.
What happened?
A great sickness came upon this area just before you were born. Your father was one of the first to fall.
With all your power, the two of you, you could not save him?
Lilith was a gifted healer, but this was no ordinary plague. The corruption went beyond his physical body. In the end, there was nothing we could do.
What did Lilith do?
She did what anyone would have done. She grieved. But in her grief, she lost herself, and her grief turned into anger.
Is that when you took me from her?
It wasn't long after that. Things started to fall apart before my eyes. I couldn't see another way out but to run.
The plague that turned her into the mother of demons?
No, this was something else, but cut from the same cloth. Your mother was no longer the woman I knew. The sister I had fought alongside for centuries. She was gone.
I've never heard you talk this way before, Sarah.
It's hard to walk the grounds here without churning up so many old memories. Maybe now you understand why I don't venture out here that often anymore.
You were not affected by the plague?
We were all affected, whether we were among the sick or not. I'm sure there was a time when your mother and I both would have just as soon joined the dead than continue to watch the villagers suffer.
I cannot imagine you ever reaching that point.
Lilith may have been the most skilled herbalist in the New World. I saw her perform near miracles with the potions she concocted from the plants in her garden. She was consumed by the idea of finding a cure.
But she never found one.
No, despite her efforts, nothing ever worked.
I can see how that would be a dark time for both of you.
With darker times still to come.
Thank you, Sarah. Your timing may need work, but I appreciate the honesty.
Anything for you, Hunter. Anything.
If only it were always this easy to bring a family. Tell me about my father.
Believe it or not, you could thank your father for those good looks of yours. There is a striking resemblance.
I only have the faintest memory of him. What was he like?
He was honest. A working man. You could say authentic. Of course, I still didn't like him, but that wasn't really his fault. I'm old enough to admit that now.
But he loved my mother?
He loved her, and she was smitten with him. As the story goes, they were happy together. For a time.
Until I came along?
You were an unexpected gift, but a welcome one. Your father was very proud.
I wish I could talk with him now.
I know that feeling all too well, kiddo.
Interesting. Autumn reveals all. Autumn, show me the way. Intriguing. Nothing can stand in his way. He sees our path. Set is in good humor today. That is something. Ah, I see. He does not seem interested in breaking that. Autumn does not answer. There is only so much Hippus can do. I should try a different combination.
That was quick.
I have something for you.
Oh?
Here you are.
You are good at following direction.
I'm trying a new workout routine. The more I burn off, the more I get to...
The legend walks among us.
Agatha always knew how to put a smile on my face.
Hooray for us not dying.
Surprised all this.
Hunter, I only put up with the desert for you. Feels like someone...
I have something for you.
Oh?
Here you are.
You are good at following direction.
What's up, Big H?
You're looking well, Hunter.
Got more coil for me? What do you think? Another magical mystery box. And to think, I used to design sentient future tech. Don't blink or you'll miss it. Not bad, right?
A power not unlike my own.
Ready for more? We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here.
New and improved. A timely enhancement. Let us see it in action.
Just give me a target. A powerful improvement. May my enemies fall swiftly.
I think we've got something for everyone.
Awesome! Can't wait to see how this goes down.
No, you shouldn't have.
We need any advantage we can get.
Hydra won't want to tussle with me now.
An enhanced spell. Most welcome.
I feel stronger already.
You know what? I deserve this.
No pain, no gain.
Our enemies are many, but we grow stronger.
Maybe you should just hit me up on Superlink when you're ready.
I feel strengthened and ready for battle.
All right then.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Ah, thanks, Hunter.
Another project? All right, here's the plan. I'll hit this thing with the big hammer, and you transform it into something useful.
That's all I can expect of you.
All right, now we're talking.
Does this meet your specifications?
Ooh, I can picture Hyde.
Good day, Hunter.
Ready to work?
This'll make a difference. Let's give this a try.
Peace.
We'll get started right away.
So, what did you have in mind? This forge fire is something special.
Your power is certainly growing. Farewell.
Shh. Tony is working.
Always a pleasure.
Practice makes perfect. Don't stress it too much. Do your thing.
Good to
I miss it out in space, Hunter. It's less complicated.
Well, the closest to the stars I have ever been was studying astronomy and astrology.
It's quiet between galaxies. No demons or aliens. Just you and the cosmic wonders. If I took you up there, what would you wish to see?
An alien race. I wish to learn the customs and cultures of a new species.
Well, the scroll can change shape. The Kree are kinda superior and can be jerks. Those two species are constantly at war.
That sounds too familiar.
I would recommend the Akanti. They swim through the void, graceful and pure, like whales. When they're dying, they throw themselves into suns to release their souls.
Sounds beautiful.
They are tough to find, but witnessing the Akanti is worth the effort. Assuming we survive your mom's reign of terror, I think I can arrange an intergalactic getaway.
How could I possibly say no?
A little extra motivation to stop Lilith never hurts. I can't wait, Hunter.
Hunter?
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again.
Hunter, got a big problem, not sure how to fix it.
Slow down, Peter. Tell me what happened.
Okay, Eddie left me a note. Real ominous stuff. Said he knows where to find the ultimate answer. Look, I've seen Venom in dark places before, but this? I'm worried he and the symbiote have hit a breaking point.
I will help you find him.
That's just it. I looked everywhere. Unless he crawled into the forge, he's not in the Abbey.
He's not in the Abbey.
Exactly my point.
He asked me to open a portal, so I did.
Where did you send him?
A church.
Where Venom and I fought in the bell tower?
Yes.
Hunter, that's where Venom was born. We have to go, right now.
All right, Peter. I will follow your lead. Ileana, could you...
Open a portal. Fine. But no more piecemeal trips. You must all return together.
That's the hope.
You're going to the church where Venom was born?
Yeah. It's where I shed the suit when I learned of its destructive tendencies.
If the suit is dangerous, what makes it safe for Eddie?
Eddie and the symbiote are like broken pottery. They both have sharp edges, but they fit snugly together to create a better whole.
Peter, that is beautiful.
Let's hope Eddie sees it that way. If he loses control again, Venom might turn my face into something not so pretty.
Do not say that around Spider-Man. You could set him up for one of his patented secrets.
What's going on, Ed?
Got to thinking. Mephisto said I would find what I seek where it all began. Gotta be here, right?
I guess this church is the place where I lose things, and you find them. Any luck?
Whole lot of nothing.
What's eating at you?
I caused a mountain of hurt. In the name of some... freaky demon lady.
Lilith. She controlled you, Eddie.
She didn't do all this. I did. Look around. I'm never gonna clean this mess up. Never gonna make any of this right.
You don't know that.
You know me. I screw everything up. Maybe I deserve this curse.
My Aunt May says the easiest way to let the darkness win is to do nothing.
Yeah, well, I don't have an Aunt May. All I get is this. Whole lot of watching someone else get to be the good guy. Must be nice. You okay, Parker?
I gotta say, something's setting my spidey sense off. Kinda jacked up to maximum overdrive here.
It's all about boundaries, Parker. Gotta put that thing on mute sometimes.
Maybe someday, but this is different. It feels like...
Vampires.
You got my back? I got yours.
Brothers in vamp slime. Let's do this.
You were onto something after all, Venom.
See? You both had the right instincts.
We are bound to this place.
I never realized you're that sentimental.
Enough shallow attempts at bonding. We have work to do.
I can't believe my ears. Now he's the responsible one.
All right, I'm focusing.
It's almost graceful the way you swing through the air like that.
I'm going for it. just give up now. Find a new line of work. There be new breed vampires here of all.
With toys with us.
Constantly attract the wrong kind of attention.
That's the life of a superhero.
I can handle it.
Like it hurt.
We'll take it.
They're not giving up yet.
Don't get overwhelmed. Eliminate the weaker vampires before they transform.
We know how it works.
Easy, killer. She's just trying to help.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
making a dent. How many can there be down there?
Carol and Blade are running the numbers. She said something about factor of 10 and logarithmic spread.
That does not make me feel better. Here we go again.
I'm impressed. You were too weak for this fight.
Good work. But it won't get any easier where you're going.
After you, Eddie.
After us.
These catacombs are older than the church. Look, hemolisks.
We are looking. The helm could be eating.
This could be the source of the whole vampire infestation. Uh-oh, that's not a small entrance.
Infestation. Infestation.
Prince of Darkness?
Wait, you mean...
The father of death.
So to be clear...
The Impaler.
Humanity itself is the infestation. You insect.
Okay, first, arachnids aren't insects. Don't feel bad. It's a common misconception. Second, love the costume. Seriously, I dressed like you last Halloween.
That is no costume.
Crab. For a city teeming with heroes, I expected you much sooner.
I still can't believe we're talking to Dracula.
You didn't find me on your own. Who may I Mephisto. He is a special sort of coward. Face to face. Why muddy his own hands when he can soil yours instead?
Hey, Mephisto or not, we can't let you turn New York into Transylvania.
Then to the devil's implements I say, do your worst. I thought you were supposed to be powerful.
How many times?
You really seem to like me. And why do you have to be a bad guy? I have so many questions. Do you know Frankenstein? Monster?
Inquisitive child. What do they say? The cat? We told you that wasn't us.
Awesome. Ready for a crossover?
Try that more often.
Play dead!
Why are you really? What could Mephisto do? Bloodthirst.
And don't forget about Lilith's corruption.
Claws in as well? Now I understand your desperation. What we must do.
This shall be of great help.
This should help.
They do not stand a chance.
So that's how you wound up in the history books.
Should have tried harder.
Maybe put some ice on that. You'll feel better. What you got? Is it just me, or is this really not working?
Coin.
must be so frustrating. But don't give up hope. You've gone to all this trouble.
I am afraid you might not make it back from this.
Challenge. We're glad to be on your side for once. Enough of this! We've got this!
On my count!
I am ready.
We are also ready.
1, 2,
3.
I understood that social cue.
My children, you think this stops my plans? Today, your only gain is an immortal enemy.
Much better. Now, could someone give us a lift out of here?
Another deal, then?
No!
No.
Yes! No?
Pity.
So, aside from the soul hoarding thing, what is the devil's beef with Dracula?
He broke his agreement. But I am pleased.
We are not!
You have made progress. I look forward to what comes next. Eddie can stay Eddie for now. Not to worry, I'll see the rest of you very soon.
Hard to believe you were once rivals. Today, I fought beside partners.
I guess you're right. It felt good working with you, Eddie. For the first time in forever, I didn't think the symbiote was preparing to devour one of my organs.
Yeah, we really sent Dracula packing, huh? And it's a relief to have Mephisto off my back.
You're a free man. What's the plan now?
Yeah, free.
Eddie? This is the part where you say, I'm gonna eat 2 pizzas and sleep for 11 hours. At least, that's what I'd do after a big battle. But knowing the old Parker luck, that's when I'd stumble into a battle with Doc Ock.
Eddie, is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I will be fine. Completely free of Lilith's control. It almost doesn't feel real.
Do you want one of us to pinch you? Joking!
I read all the Dracula novels I could find as a child. Wait, were those history books?
Eddie, what is wrong?
We've been so busy, I haven't processed what I did under Lilith's control. Guess my sins are still catching up to me.
What can I do to make things easier?
That's just it. No one can. I've killed before. I can't pretend I'm above that, but I try to only take a life if it means I'm saving another. And Lilith threw all that out the window.
You see your victims' faces when you sleep?
The worst of the faces I don't remember. I get flashes of memories, like corrupted videos on repeat. I see parts of what happened, but the details are lost.
What do you remember?
Only bits and pieces. I remember standing inside a house. Dark. Not sure how I got there or what I'm doing. But the place is ransacked. In one corner is the body of a young woman. Her arms twisted at odd angles. Her face obscured by a shadow. In the background, I hear a baby crying.
Then what happens?
Then nothing. I've had that one on loop for days.
I am sorry, Eddie.
Don't sweat it, Hunter. This is my boulder to push. Anyway, thanks for checking in. And don't worry too much about me. I'm gonna stick around and do what needs doing.
I know you will.
I may have lost a step, but I promise you this. Lilith will regret she ever got into our heads.
I can't believe that actually worked! Did you see Dracula's face when he pulled the whole...
Anyone who has a thing for vampires hasn't actually met one.
Does Dracula still smell it?
Will I see you at the meeting?
Maybe. Depends how bored I am.
Would almost be worth getting mixed up with Mephisto again just to relive that moment.
Parker, don't joke about that. Word from a friend of me.
It was hard enough getting used to the Midnight Suns. Now we have doubled in size.
You are one of the Midnight Suns.
Now, yes, but not at the beginning. I was the strange woman who spoke to no one. It must be worse for you, Hunter. All the faces are new, except for Caretaker.
I enjoy meeting new people. It keeps me grounded in this century.
I also came here knowing only Caretaker. And what did I do? I hid in my room for weeks. I will tell you a secret. Do not laugh. I have a tiny envy for how you make friends so quickly.
How so?
It comes so easy to you. Even when you are a bat. You are a likable bat.
You like my butt?
Hunter, this right here, this is you being a bat.
As long as I'm likable.
Ha! Up for debate. Whatever you're doing, keep doing. Don't waste the time hiding in your room. We must do this again.
Good to see Eddie is working through his demons. He's becoming a real hero.
Every encounter with the new breed vampires raises more questions than it answers. What do Sin and Dracula get out of their unholy alliance? Why would Sin's Hydra troops help Dracula's cause? And what is their endgame?
I have a theory.
Go for it.
Whatever Sin and Dracula are planning, they are not alone in their schemes. And we'll soon encounter the one who is actually pulling the strings. It could be a sorcerer, a witch, or maybe a demon. Perhaps one who matches or surpasses Lilith's power.
I can do without a mystery villain. The roster of enemies is already stacking up. Whatever the actual reason, the outcome is always expand the power of new breed vampires. Let's focus on what we know. Putting aside that you came face to face with actual Dracula, I did the math on how many potential vampires you destroyed in that Hemalisk hive. That place could have generated half the city's police force per week. New York would turn into a feeding ground.
As Robbie would say, we crashed it.
He might say something slightly different, but yeah, aside from dealing with the devil, I'd say we came out ahead.
I support Peter's choice. Somehow we beat the devil.
I doubt it happens often. Still, I have this feeling in the pit of my stomach. Doesn't feel like a clean win, you know?
Yes, I know.
Anything else on your mind?
What do we know about the Lord of Vampires?
Honestly, if Blade didn't vouch for it, I wouldn't believe he existed.
He certainly does.
There's so much information about Dracula that it's hard to know what's fact and fiction. I wonder if he had a hand in that.
Thanks, Carol.
Sure thing. Anything else on your mind?
Thanks, Carol.
Catch you later.
How can I help?
Did you read today's book?
Of course, but you'll get nothing out of me until the meeting.
Book club tonight. You in?
Meet you there.
Let's head over. Don't worry. Dracula will get his eventually. And I'm gonna give it to him.
Yeah?
Welcome to book club.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't realize Steve knew the author. I really should have read this when he first asked.
Oops. If you have... Let's get this started.
I am ready.
Before we start, I want to welcome Logan to the book club. What did you think of the book?
I didn't read it.
Okay then. Guess I'll start. Steve, I really enjoyed this book.
What stood out to you?
I know people have different approaches to leading others, but I never considered what drives them to do so. Take Custer. He led from the front and was mostly loved by his troops, but his drive for personal glory affected every choice he made. Eventually, Custer picked a fight he couldn't handle. His recklessness led to the death of himself and every soldier he commanded.
His mistake was making decisions to elevate his own standing instead of his troops.
Makes sense. The better they do, the more he gets credit for leading them to victory. I think the biggest lesson, beyond don't be Custer, is that an outsized ego is a double-edged sword for a leader.
Also, you can't just get through life with a pretty face.
I thought you didn't read the book.
I didn't, but I picked things up from context.
I learned more about George Washington from this book than anything I was taught in school.
Yeah, that surprised me as well.
Before this, I associated him with statues, paintings, and the dustiest parts of American history. But here we see a military leader whose personal ambition was the victory of his army. He was clear-eyed about his goals and knew how to get out of his own way. Washington led from the top, though he kept counsel with various advisors. Once he made a decision, he expected his subordinates to follow his orders.
For less capable people, that sounds far too rigid a way to lead.
Yeah, I find it's best to leave some wiggle room. Give your people objectives and the resources to achieve them. More than anyone else in the book, Washington believed true leadership is a contract bestowed upon you by those whom you lead.
And that's where the book gets its title?
Right. The mantle of authority. It's something that augments you.
Which brings us to our final profile.
We really don't have to do this one.
And now I'm interested.
Steve, how long have you bugged me to read this?
Not because of the chapter on me. You all know General Phillips selected me for the Super Soldier program. For a time, he commanded me in the field, and that's why my profile is in the book. He was kind to say I led by example. Maybe that's how it used to be. But the Avengers isn't a military organization. If I gave Tony an order, he'd laugh in my face. To get anything done, I need the group's consensus. I can't give pretty speeches about the need to sacrifice. I have to show that putting in the effort today will make a better tomorrow.
You could order me a pizza.
Nope, we're too far from New York City.
That is a shame. Pizza could build consensus.
You're not wrong. That's how I used to get the Hulk on board. But I find little enjoyment in talking about myself, so yeah, let's end it here.
All right, we'll call it here. Next month is Hunter. Do you have any books to suggest?
None from the past few centuries.
Then Logan could pick the next one.
Sure. The Adventures of Crash Morgan number 5, The Last Queen of Deimos.
What is that exactly?
It's about a space explorer with a ray gun, a jetpack, and a fishbowl helmet. Travels through space with a robot dog. They get in wacky adventures.
That's a classic. A buddy of mine had that in basic.
I'm always up for space nonsense.
I'm not, but that's the book. I'll give it a shot.
I'm not sure why Logan joined book club if he's not going to read the books.
You are not required to do so.
Come on, it's the principle.
I'm actually surprised Steve recommended this book.
Why?
Steve can take a compliment, but he's uncomfortable with praise, especially from someone he respects.
What did you think?
Well, the punch is decent, but there should have been a bigger spread.
What I meant, what did you think about book club?
I just told you. Thumbs up for punch, thumbs down for snacks.
Well, at least Logan showed up.
You did not think he would.
I wasn't sure he'd be into book club, and I don't know what to expect from that book of his.
The name alone has me intrigued.
Maybe you're right. I should learn to roll with the unexpected.
You welcomed a resurrected demon slayer into your life. Now we read books together.
Can't argue with that. When you first joined, I wanted you to keep an open mind about book club. I owe Logan the same courtesy you showed me.
Good call.
You leaving?
I am taking off.
Later then.
Almost gave Eddie a hug, but...
That looks good. Very nice.